Alright, so I was asked to do some 90s music, and I was asked to do some easy guitar lessons, so I'm going to do a couple more easy guitar lessons, and this one is a really good song, I think. This is Good Riddance, otherwise known as The Time of Your Life by Green Day, who's playing the Super Bowl this year. So anyway, this song is good for you if you're a beginner because it's going to show you some chords that you probably already know, like an E minor, a C, a D, and a G, which you can play like this, but in this case you're probably going to want to play it like this. You also have a C at 9 and a regular C, and it's just going to get you to change your chords pretty fast. The other thing that I like about this lesson is this. So he does a little sort of a funky, if you want to do it exactly right, he goes, and I'll show you that too. But I also, when I play this song, I play a Travis pick. So I'm going to introduce you to Travis picking because this is really a good song maybe to learn Travis picking and finger picking on. So I'll show you that at the end. And then if you want to learn the solo, I'm going to show you that too. So the solo on the violin is and so I'll show you how I do that when I'm on stage. And it's a really cool kind of thing, and if you have just a little bit of sustain, then it sounds pretty close to the violin. Anyway, so that's what this lesson's all about. So let's just dig right in. So anyway, as you can see there on the screen, there's the basics of the song. And this song is pretty much agreed upon wherever you go, because it's just a pretty straightforward song, and as you see, it's got these straight chords, a G, and then it's got this C add 9. And as I always do, I'll show you the diagrams for all the chords too. So anyway, the intro, as you see, just in the playthrough there is just the G. And if you want to play this sort of as a beginner, you really can just do this. You're just going to try to accent your bass notes, and then you want to just try to hit these middle 3 strings, the B string, the G string, and the D, but it's particularly the B and the G. And he's not really hitting the high E. So you're going, and then same thing, you're hitting the D note. That one you can hit the high E if you want. Okay? So it's and so that's pretty much the toughest part of the song, is to try to get that to sound like that. But other than that, it's just basically those 3 chords, and as you see the intro, you do that twice. So you go, and then you're going to do this E minor, and again I would recommend you try to hit that bass note on each chord. So make the best. So I'm hitting that E minor, and I'm hitting that low E. So make the best, and then D, I'm hitting the D, and then the C, I'm playing a regular C, and I'm hitting that C note. Now you'll see that you can play the G like this, or you can play it like that. Okay? And you can also just go and play a 2-finger G, where you mute the A string by just doing this instead of having to hit it with that. So you can do a G like this, G like this, or you can just do like this. And that comes in handy also on the chorus, because in the chorus you're going E minor, it's something unpredictable. And you'll see on the playthrough, I did it both ways just to give you an idea. You could go, it's something unpredictable, and then you're going to do E minor to G again. But in the end it's right. See, and I could do the 2-finger G, or I can just do this one. Alright? And then you're going to go E minor, I hope you have the time, D, and then you're going to go back to the And on the playthrough, I also show you that between verse 1 and verse 2, he does that twice, that little. But he also, if you listen to that, that's also, he does a little bit of a different rhythm between those two. So he does like this.
Time of your life. So take the.
All right, so I'm going to show you how I do this song, and it's totally finger picking and Travis picking. And so before I show you and set you on your journey into the world of Travis picking, if you're one of those people who's just not interested, I thought I would show you the strumming pattern. So as I said, if you're a beginner, this song sounds fine. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where you go. And all you're doing is just sort of accenting these two strings. But if you want to know exactly what he's doing on the recording, for the most part what he's doing is this thing where he's going. And so what does that break down to? Well, I don't think he's doing exactly like that. If you've seen him do it live, he falls all over the place. But basically what he's doing is he's going, the one and is on just a note, just a G note. So, and then the two and is, and you're going, so you're coming down the G and coming up on the B string, which is actually a D note because you're playing this G with an extra 5 in it, which is the D of the chord. So you're going, so that's the first part. So, and then the second part is, okay, so again, so that's like a 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and, so you're going, all right, so one more time slower, you're going 1. And so if you want to play it exactly like him, that's pretty much the way that it's being played. And then on the C, you're doing the same thing. Got it? Same thing. So, and but just with the different notes there. But you're still using the G string and the B string. Here, it's just you're bringing that note down. All right? So that's what you're going to do if you're doing it with the plectrum and you want to take it up a notch from the little sort of sloppy way. But honestly, I think that actually when he does it live, it is more like the sloppy version than the plectrum pick pattern. Now, as I'm going to mention here in a second, I think he was probably trying to emulate a finger picking pattern, and so I'm going to start to talk to you about that right now. So that's just an example of Travis picking, and that's a Peter Gabriel song called Salisbury Hill. And the reason I just wanted to throw you something out like that is because if you just look back at James Taylor, if you look back at Simon and Garfunkel, Paul Simon, and just go back in time, the songs that wouldn't exist, Lindsey Buckingham or Fleetwood Mac's Never Going Back Again, the songs that are founded and expounded from Travis picking are just too many to mention. And I did not Travis pick until about 20 years in guitar playing, and I'm sorry I didn't, because it's just opened up a whole world for me, and it really is going to build some dexterity in your right hand, and that'll help you with like a lot of the jazz stuff and the SteelyDave stuff you're going to see on this channel. You need to have a smart right hand, and this is really going to smarten up that right hand. Merle Travis was like a country musician, they attributed to him, but basically the whole concept is just that you're alternating bass notes with your thumb. And so that can be from the low E to the D, which it often is. And then if you change chords like on a C, you're typically going to go to the A. And then, as you'll see in a lot of songs, it changes up, and then you get real clever and do all sorts of things with it. But in this song, I found that I think that it's possible that when this song was written, he was kind of trying to emulate finger picking, because that little that he does when he's strumming it is, I think, sounds a little bit like almost like a finger picking. So when I do this song live, I do a Travis Peck, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So I just go, so I go, so remember it's a alternating bass, and then you're going to intermix notes. So for instance, I'm going to go for 1, and this is going to be on the 1 beat, this is going to be on the 3 beat, and in between I can go, and that's your basic Travis Peck. So you can make a G chord or whatever, and then that's your basic Travis Peck. So Travis Picks, you're going, and on this song I do it like this. See that? So I'm taking this, when I do the C, or the C add 9, I'm doing the same thing, only I'm alternating between the A string and the D instead of the E, low E, and the D. So the G string, I'm going, and then when I come up to the D, and that's always a little bit tricky if you're just starting out, you're going to come down and bring the D, and you're actually going to alternate on the G string here. So, but this is, I think, a good song if you want to try to learn some finger picking, because it just really sounds pretty. So make the best, hang it on the shelf in good health and good time. And so you can give that a shot. And what I would suggest is that you try just a simple Travis Peck. And so what is that? Well, you're going to go 1, so these are your bass notes, and then in between you're using your other fingers. In this case, you're just using these 2 fingers to hit the G string and the B string. So you're going to go, and so when you play that at full speed, it sounds like this, because you want that little pattern. And so then when you go to the C add 9, you're just going to move this thumb down to the C, and then you're going to alternate on these 2 strings, and again you're going to be doing the same thing with these fingers. And so this is a very good song to try to figure that out on, and it'll take you some time, but once you get it under your belt, it's just going to open up a world of songs, and it's really going to build dexterity in your right hand. So for the C, it's so again, on the G, C, and then the D, same thing. Alright, so if you're new to Travis picking, or you've never played it before, give it a shot. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. And have fun with it. Okay, so that's that. Now, when I do this song live, I actually do Travis pick it, and so because I Travis pick it, I play the solo with my fingers. But I'm going to show you that you can do this with a pick or with your fingers, whichever one you want to do it. But basically, it's just built around the G major scale. The song is a G and a C and a D. So you're going to just basically play a G major scale. And down here, between fret 12 and 15, the G major scale looks like this. It looks like this. here's your G, and here's do, ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Okay? Ti, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. All right? And so I put that up on the screen for you in case you aren't familiar with that. But then I'm going to back down to fret 7, and the reason I show you down to fret 7 is because on that one little part I go. And then you're just going to go into something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. All right, so what are the notes? Well, the first line is all right, and the second line is identical. And then you're going to come down to the high E and go. Okay. And then you're going to go back to your same line that you started with. And I throw these two notes in, but you don't necessarily have to. Okay, so the fourth line essentially is, and then I go. All right, so 1 is, 2 is the same thing, and then 3. And then what I do is I play these two notes on the G and the B string. And so I'm just playing these two notes, and then these two notes, and then back up to these two notes. So this is the G and the B. All right? And so that's just a typical little walk down pattern. And it sounds pretty close to the violin. So anyway, those are your notes, and I would throw in a lot of sustain, but even without it, it sounds pretty nice because it's pretty close to the notes. So just real quickly, again. And then you can throw in this note. And you can do that again here. Then you're going to go. And then you go right into the, it's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life. All right, and so now you have the solo too, if you're interested. All right, so that's the song. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll like, and I hope you'll come back and visit me again soon. Thanks for watching. Cookie says hi.